Hello everyone and welcome to this economics video. In the study of economics, one of the topics that you're going to come across is equilibrium. And we define equilibrium as a state of rest. That is the point where QD, that is quantity demanded, is equal to QS, quantity supplied. Quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied. And there are two methods to determine equilibrium. One is through the graphical approach, and the other one is mathematical approach. The mathematical approach. And these are very two simple concepts. We're gonna start with the graphical approach, where we have this is the y-axis. The price usually go there. This is the x-axis, and that is quantity. And remember the relationship between price. If you want to know the slope of the curve, you need to know the relationship between price and quantity demanded, as well as price and quantity supplied. So the law of supply states that when prices are high, quantity supplied also high. And the law of demand, when prices are high, quantity demanded are low. So for demand, the curve will be negatively sloped. So that is QD. And for supply, positively slope. So we said earlier that equilibrium is a state where QD is equals to QS. So at this point, QD is equals to QS. So when we plot, we have Q star, that is equilibrium quantity, P star, that is the equilibrium price. So that is the graphical approach. So what happens when there are disturbances in the market that disrupts the quantity, the equilibrium point? So for instance, if the prices are below the equilibrium price, so let's call this P1. So how to understand this is that the general rule is that market forces will always work to restore equilibrium. So any disturbances, be it prices are down or prices are up, the market forces will always work to restore equilibrium. So if our prices are here below the equilibrium point, what happens is we need to know what we can call this gap. And what happens if the prices are high, call it P2, we also need to know what this gap represents. So these prices first touches the quantity supplied curve. So that means the quantity demanded is more than the quantity supplied. So what we have is excess demand. Here the prices first touches the quantity demanded curve, and so the quantity supplied is more than the quantity demanded. So what we have here is excess supply. So what happens when you have excess demand? That is, the consumers are more than willing to buy, but the goods are not available in the market. So what happens to the price is that few available commodities will have a higher price. So the market forces will push these prices up. So we'll have this situation because consumers are willing and able to buy. They have money, but they are chasing too few goods. So the prices for the few goods which are available will go up and will be back at equilibrium point. At this point, the quantity supplied are more than the quantity demanded. So what happens is that we have a lot of goods available, but the consumers are not willing and able to buy because the prices are up. So what happens is that the producers will be forced to lower their prices so that the consumers can be able to purchase whatever they're supplying. And that is basically the graphical approach to equilibrium. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video on the mathematical approach to determine the equilibrium price, equilibrium quantity. See you in the next video.